Hi everyone, this is Calzone, Matthew Calderon, coming to you 5 days after you heard from me last. 5 days ago, we had 8 players alive in each bracket, and today we're down to our final 4 in each bracket. On the lower bracket side, we've got Rob Miska, who's already secured King of the Hill, and awaiting the outcome of a Conchi B Swiper Sniper match. Rick Coppathorn got knocked off by Bogeyman earlier in the event, and he's trying to make his way back to the final. And Conchi B is a great participant, great surprise to see him here after he had almost quit the game. And they're going to play Bogeyman. The winner of that match plays Bogeyman, who's had an outstanding tournament. And then we will crown the Little Gopher Player of the Year. On the winners side, on the top bracket side, we have a matchup you're going to see tonight: Tilt Nasty and Joe Mama. Joe Mama, we just saw play, and he knocked off Russ Lyons, and now he takes on Riley Hitchcock. It's going to be a great match. On the bottom of the bracket, we've got Jesus and Uper alive, the Battle of Michigan, or a rematch of the Battle of Michigan. They will hope to make it into the loser final against the loser of the match we will see tonight. And then the winner of that match will have to knock off the King of the Hill 2 times to claim the crown of Top Gopher Player of the Year. It's been a great event. There's been a lot of great play. It's awesome to have such engagement in the league. And Tilt Nasty is going to tee off on the first hole of 8. And this sets up as a nice, pretty straight look. Joe Bama had a little screen recording problem, and he missed that mundane first tee shot. But let's see him snipe this in. He comes in and just to the right. Makes the putt, cleans up. Now let's see if Riley Hitchcock can play the more normal 4-iron jab and take a one-shot lead going into the second hole. Pulls back, setting his distance. Now let's see if he swipes straight. He does swipe straight. It's coming at it, and pretty much the same spot as Joe Mama, just a slightly different way of getting there. And we're tied going into the second hole. It's probably both players might think they're down a shot based on the look that we just saw there. And this shot on the second on the approach is going to be highly dependent on where the pin is. Can't quite tell where the pin is. If it sets up anywhere back of this green, both players are going to have a shot. They don't. I'd say advantage Barrett Detterman with his normal patented shot, and oh wow, couldn't have missed by much more. He's going to be shooting himself right now, thinking he had 2 great shots at a hole out. Now let's see Riley if he can drain this. I don't think he gravitates as a player quite the same way to these low sniper shots as Barrett. And definitely did not hit a slow shot, but he ends up in essentially the same spot as Barrett. The hard thing about the way we're watching these is you don't always get to see what club has been selected before the pullback. Oh, wow, Barrett just barely misses his 3rd hole in a row. Let's see if Riley pulls out a javelin on a shot like this. But no, he is pulling out the javelin. He's just hoping to back this into the cup using the wind and the slope of the green. Probably didn't want to risk being too short on a sniper shot if it was a shot he doesn't play all that often. All right, now we're on the 4th hole. Can't quite see the pin. The pin is in a very makeable spot, or at least a spot you want to attack. As long as you don't go long on this tee shot and end up on the downslope, both players are going to have a great shot at coming in. Riley plays it a little bit further back. Barrett into this wind with the Maniacs. He's probably going to get pin high. Not quite pin high, but very safe. Should clean up this putt. And, oh, he does. Pushes out a little bit to the right side, though. Now Riley coming from a little bit further behind, playing the regular driver. And, oh, almost gets there. Great shot by Riley. He seemed to have a sense that the wind wouldn't affect the regular driver as much as the higher loft driver. I don't know if Barrett was playing for a safer shot, didn't want to risk going off the back of the green or not. Great shot here on 5 onto the 5th green. Sometimes set up pretty challenging to get your maniac's distance perfectly right. Riley shouldn't have a problem here. It's not. He's going to be setting up towards the right side. And let's see if he can do as good as Barrett. He thinks it over for a moment and just stays on. Didn't really threaten going off the back. And he makes his putt. So again, all square going into the 6th hole. This one's going to probably set up for Barrett to hit a sniper. What a surprise. Let's see Riley. They both go naked off the tee. Don't often would see both players play the same shot naked. And they are both in prime position. Again, I'd say advantage Barrett for going right at this. This is a shot he plays all the time. I would imagine Riley is going to hit a javelin. Let's see, can Barrett be online? And no, just short, just right. And he cleans up. Okay, here's the javelin as expected. Let's see if he gets it to the hole and if he plays the break properly. Does not look like he set up far enough left, and sure enough, he misses it on the low side. This green tends to break off more than you normally expect. And here comes Barrett. Ooh, barely makes it. Probably got sloppy with making sure his line was perfect. Riley plays a lot safer here on 7. Don't expect either player to drop a shot on this hole, but Barrett has been known to drop a shot. Interestingly enough, his iPad seems to have the same glitch as my iPad on this hole, showing the green screen background inverted green. John Noble, if you're watching, that's exactly what I was talking about with you. So now we know 2 people that have the Cape Haven green C. This is a shot Barrett always attacks right at it. Yeah, very risky, but he cleans up very easily here. And let's see, Riley, if he can also safely land the green. Hits it 100%, played to the deeper part of the green, no problem. Take your safe GT par and move on. Definitely not a hole that you want to get too aggressive on. And high loft driver for Barrett, trying to float this in there, leaves it high and right, but not a problem. Straight down 6 putt. And he finishes the front 9 at GT par. Riley shouldn't have a problem with his shot, and sure enough, he doesn't. He's going to clean up easily enough as well, and we're going to head to the 10th hole tied. 10th hole, if it plays to a back pin, both players probably will loft a javelin in, and that's the way this is setting up. If it's a front pin, then you might see some grabbers, some orbits, some snipers. We will find out momentarily after Riley hits his naked tee shot. All right, this is definitely not a javelin look, ideally. Barrett's coming in, goes a little long, but very safe. Not a high percentage hole out by any means. And Riley's going to do the same. Don't expect a surprise here. He leaves himself a little bit longer a putt, but you're not one of the top players in the world for nothing if you would ever miss a putt like this. And he doesn't. Although I started to feel a little bit guilty if he all of a sudden were. All right, now here on the 11th hole, Barrett leaves it in the fairway. Can't quite see if that's a front pin or a back pin. Barrett's going to just leave a safe javelin in here, coming in. It's not quite a javelin hole out look, so here comes the sniper. No surprise. Barrett comes in short. Had a decent line if he had more power, but probably took a little bit off on the sheer chance that he hit it long and didn't want to risk going into the bunker on a slide downhill. Riley's going to play a safer, loftier shot. Not a surprise. Leaves it with points. No different than no points at all. He cleans up, and now they're tied still going into the 12th hole. Now this look, depending on where the pin is, and also the wind direction coming back at you slightly, it's hard to imagine either player being able to reach the green. It looks like each player is going to try to rely on either leave or some type of hop, skip, roll up that leaves a putt. Neither player is testing that face. They both want to get into prime position for a javelin hole out, although maybe Barrett busts out the sniper, and he does. If he makes this shot, awesome for him. If he misses it, I hope it holds the green on the backside. Okay, doesn't quite test the hole, leaves an easy putt. Let's see if Barrett or if Riley can do any better. Javelin, probably a little higher percentage shot that he would play often. I think he chose his spot to leave on this fairway. And let's see if he can miss it. No, misses it on the low side. Pretty common place to miss that shot. Now here, 13th hole, Barrett lofts a high sniper in, decides, I guess, not to attack this hole, which is very interesting. And let's see Riley. Riley busts out the javelin. Let's see if it can hold high enough on the green to give it a chance at rolling in versus hopping over the hole. Not that much green in front of the pin to work with. And he leaves it with points. Nice shot. Not all that risky, even though he did leave it close to the edge of the green. And now we have a very makeable 12th hole, although it is a stiff wind, but not a problem. Barrett almost cans it. And he cleans up for the very easy tap-in GT par. Let's see, can Riley get the line? Didn't seem like he set up right enough. And safely on. Easy putt, and we are tied. Running out of holes for either player to make a move. Barrett's going to put himself in position to attack this pin, surely with a sniper. Riley busts out the torpedo, maybe getting a little bit farther down the fairway, but maybe not much. Hopefully that upslope doesn't hurt him too much. Barrett is going after this. Are we going to get our first hole out of the match? Not here. Leaves it safe. Mundane tap in. And let's see, can this orbit skip back and drop in to give Riley a one-stroke lead here on the 15th hole? Will he hit it far enough past the hole with the orbits? And it's coming in, never on line, and oh wow, okay. This is interesting. This could be the match, and he drains it with the Ranger. Barrett coming in on the 16th hole, going to the pier, pretty much the only play on pro conditions. Riley does the same. Pin is not really in a javelin hole out spot, also a super low percentage sniper hole out. Grabber actually seems like it would set up really well. Where are you, Tony Johnson, when you need him? But Barrett gets a great shot in there for points. Points don't matter, and he taps in. Now here's the grabber. Will Riley create some fireworks? Will he get the right line? Will it come back softly and in? It's coming back. It's coming back. Oh, great attempt. Points. And we go tied into the 17th hole. Starting to wonder, are we going to see extra holes? Not too hard to look, but maybe one of these players here hits it a little bit too far, goes into the water. Oh, wow. That is definitely a shot of the week. Could be a shot of the year. Barrett Detterman's probably sitting there, fist pumping, and thinking, maybe I just won the match. Let's see, can Riley match? Totally different look. Will he get the wind cross breeze right and get it to drop? He doesn't. Wow. Advantage Barrett going into the 18th hole. Riley Hitchcock probably doesn't think he's down a stroke. Probably doesn't think he needs to hole out this shot. As long as Barrett puts us on the dance floor and doesn't miss a putt, Oh, wow. We had total advantage, and now it's gone. Will this go in? No. Oh, I can't believe what I'm seeing right here. I cannot believe what I'm seeing right here. Will Riley make this green? All he has to do now is make the green, and he will move on as king of the hill. I I can't believe what I just saw. That's leaving me practically speechless. But congratulations to Riley Hitchcock, Tilt Nasty, for coming back on the 18th hole. And sorry, Barrett, but maybe this is not the end of you. Maybe we see you again. Tilt Nasty, King of the Hill, Top Gopher, Player of the Year. We will see you for the finals. Good night.